Hi there, music fans. Welcome to another one of my 5 minute album reviews. And today I want to review Paul McCartney's latest album, The Boys of Dungeon Lane. Absolutely fantastic album when you consider this is a guy in his 80s. He goes straight to number one in the UK charts and he goes straight to number five in the US Billboard chart. Absolutely fantastic. Greatest songwriter of all time. I've always said that and I stick to it now. Still the greatest songwriter of all time. And he's coming up to some absolutely incredible material. And I fell in love with this album the first time I heard the lead off single, which was Days We Left Behind, which I can't get enough of. I play that. I think I've played that every day since I first heard it on Spotify. And just a great track. And it led for this album, the lead single for this album. The second single, if that wasn't good enough, was a duet with two Beatles, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, both singing lead vocals on this Home to Us. Absolutely fantastic track. Fun track, not the best song ever written, but it's just fun. And it's absolutely fantastic to have two Beatles singing together. Now, I know Paul and Ringo have appeared on the same records before, and Paul even sang, harmonised the chorus for a song on a Ringo album a few years ago called Walk With You. And they did a fabulous song as well. But this is straight up the first ever proper lead vocal duet between two Beatles. So I absolutely love that, just for even that fact. Anyway, I'll go through some of the songs, some of Paul's best. Some people are saying this is his best album since Flamin' Pie. Now, I was a big fan of the new album. I loved most of the songs on each station. I didn't like the whole album. I liked most of them. I wasn't really into the McCartney tree. I really didn't get into that album at all. I liked the last track, which was something he wrote years ago, When Winter Comes. I absolutely loved that. But the rest of the album didn't really do much for me. But I love Each Station. I love Chaos and Creation in the Backyard. That's one of my favourite Paul McCartney albums as well. So he has had some great albums since Flamin' Pie. But this is up there. This is definitely up there. It's a bit too early to rank it where I would rank it in my top Paul McCartney albums. But I'll go through some of the tracks now, some absolute crackers. It opens with a song called As You Lie There, which Paul co-wrote with the guy who produced the album, Andrew Watt. And to me, the first time I heard it, it sounds like a stalker. he actually sounds like a stalker. As you lie there, am I going through your head? So I always think of that now. That was my first impression of the song. It would sound a bit creepy if it was Paul McCartney singing it. But it's a great song. He kind of narrates the first bit of the song and then goes into this really strong voice, which we don't really get that much of these days. As I say, he's in his 80s now. So anyway, the next track was a long lost track, which I think he said in an interview that the producer reminded him of it, and it's called Lost Horizon, one of the strongest songs on the album, in my opinion. Absolutely fantastic. Days I Left Behind, I still probably say it's the best song on the album. That could change as albums do. You first hear it, you love one song in particular, and then you start liking more songs, and then a year or two will pass, and some of the songs you dismissed will come back as your favorites. But yeah, it's definitely up there. Ripples in the Pond is song number 4. Absolutely really fun track. It's one of the ones I played most over the last while. Mountaintop is just really beautiful as well. A lot of these songs are reflecting on not just his career, but his life and growing up and hardships as kids and still enjoying, So it's a really good it's a kind of a memoir kind of an album for Paul McCartney. Down South is one I really enjoyed, and it really put a smile on my face that he's remembering times with George Harrison, times when they hiked and sat beside each other on the bus, and it was, yeah, it's just a really lovely tribute to George Harrison and remembering his friendship with him. Um, we too. I wasn't sure whether this is about John. I googled and asked CGT, which you do for everything now, who that song was about, and it came up that it was about John Lennon, but I'm not sure. It sounds like it could be about any sort of friendship. It could be about John. It could be about Linda. Um, you know what I mean? It could be. Come Inside, probably one of Paul's strongest vocals. Another one that's co-written by Andrew Watt as well. Really good, strong vocal on that one. Never Know is pretty good as well. It's good, but it wouldn't be one of my favorites on the album. Then Home for Us, absolutely fantastic track. Love it. Um, um, uh, Salesman and Saint is just a beautiful song as well. It's reflecting on his dad and his mom and the struggle, and he realized that they had him during the war, and so it must have been really hard for them. But he can't remember ever being unhappy, and he smiled right through his childhood, and he's always said that right through his career. So we have another one called Mama Tried as well, which is beautiful as well. And yeah, so overall, I would give this a 10 out of 10. Is it the best album since Flamin' Pie? I think it's better than McCartney 3. I'll put it that way. I wasn't, as I said, I wasn't a fan of that album. Is it better than Egypt Station? Probably. It probably is. Is it better than Chaos and Creation? Not for me so far, it's not. I mean, that's still of the 21st century. I think that's my favourite Paul album. Is it better than Driving Rain? Yes, it is. Is it better than Memory Almost Full? It's probably level with that at the moment, but something tells me this is going to go up for me anyway, as one of my favourites. What other albums did he have? New, absolutely fantastic album. I love New. I really like that album. I don't think it's better than that one. So of the 21st century, we have Chaos and Creation and New, I think, are ahead. But it could go up there. It could go up there. And as I say, Egypt Station's just behind it. So that's just my little review. It's meant to be 5 minutes. It's gone into about 8.5 minutes now. But I'd be interested to get your thoughts on Paul McCartney's latest album. Hopefully not his last album. But it's The Boys of Dungeon Lane, and I love it. And it's a 10 out of 10 for me.